You're watching 11 Alive Morning News. 11 minutes of nonstop news starts now.
First this morning, millions in emergency funding approved for the Fulton County Jail months after the death of an inmate. Today, that man's family will call for a federal investigation.
This order in the court during the months-long YSL trial chaos breaks out, leading to some being handcuffed.
Well, we are looking at a very warm afternoon. Temperatures will be well into the 80s today, folks, but changes are coming our way starting tomorrow. We'll talk about it in the full forecast straight ahead.
We're kicking off your 11 minutes of nonstop news in Fulton County. Hours from now, a rally outside the county jail.
Yeah, they're calling for justice in the death of LaShawn Thompson, whose family says he was eaten alive by bed bugs and other insects. Molly Oak has a look at today's rally.
The family attorney says Thompson's family members, along with others, will join him here at the jail for a rally today. LaShawn Thompson's family says he died back in September after being eaten alive by bed bugs and other insects inside his jail cell. The family attorney says while they want the jail replaced, they also recognize that there's a people problem inside the jail, saying detention officers neglected Thompson and his needs. He added people with the jail knew about the problems for a long time and says it's unfortunate it took a death to get the extra funds. Now, that rally is happening today at noon. Back to you all.
Right now, Atlanta police are investigating 2 homicides in very public places.
One happening just steps from a school and the other at a park. Here's what we know. Less than 12 hours ago, police confirmed a person was shot and killed on Johnson Road inside Westside Park. We're working to learn more about the victim and exactly what happened there. The other shooting happened on Martin Luther King Jr. Drive Southwest at an apartment complex. Police say a man was found shot dead just steps from Atlanta Heights Charter School. We're going to bring in more on both of these investigations as soon as we get new details.
The YSL RICO trial is expected to resume today after chaos in the courtroom Wednesday brought the trial to a temporary stop. Several people, they were heard screaming at each other. Now, this prompted the judge overseeing this case to clear the courtroom. At least 3 people were seen being handcuffed and escorted out by sheriff's deputies.
Dr. Devon Horton will serve as the next superintendent for DeKalb County Schools. The board voted to hire him for the role less than 24 hours ago. It comes amid controversy from the community over a federal lawsuit he's named in his old district and concerns over his amount of experience. That was a look at your top headlines.
All right, Chesley, we have another fantastic day on tap for us.
That's absolutely right, except we have this red alert that we have. This air quality alert that we have to pass along to you. We're looking at code orange for today, which means that our air quality will not be the safest, especially for those that suffer from respiratory issues like lung disease or have asthma. You want to limit your time outside, especially late this afternoon through early evening. Again, that code orange for the metro area counties, those sensitive to ground level ozone, folks. Take it easy. 78 will be your temperature by noon. On our way to 85 for an afternoon high. We'll drop back down to 81 degrees by 7 o'clock tonight. So a beautiful evening to eat your dinner out on the patio, celebrate that birthday. Hey, one of our producers celebrating a birthday today. Just thought about that. We do have a few clouds back off to the west of us that will continue to push into our area, but it's not going to rob us from the sun. These are thin clouds, so the sun will shine right through that. Not worried about that. We're going to really pay our attention or turn our attention back off to the west. And you can see this front making its way into Oklahoma City. Yesterday we saw severe weather there. I think it really starts to line up just to the east of that area for this afternoon. Notice this big, huge yellow area there from St. Louis down through Dallas and Houston, almost into Memphis. We have the threat for severe weather. That's a slight risk for severe weather, or a level 2 threat out of a possible 5. Same system headed toward us. But as it moves eastward, we'll start to lose a lot of its punch. In fact, we're only expecting to see a few scattered showers, maybe a rumble of thunder or two as it moves through late Friday going into Saturday. That's the timing for us. Here it is, a forecast track model. You can follow along with me with the time right there at the top of the screen. Shows today not much going on at all. Mostly sunny skies is what we're going to experience. It's going to be a beautiful day out there. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, we will start you off with some sun. But as we head toward the afternoon, you'll notice the clouds starting to increase. We'll call it anywhere from partly to mostly sunny skies by the afternoon. By the time you're driving home, though, mostly cloudy skies. Now, the rain doesn't start until after the sun sets. So around 8, 9 o'clock is when we can see some thunderstorms begin to move into our westernmost counties. We'll see if any of those happen to be strong or severe, but I think that will move through. We'll have it through the overnight going into Saturday morning. By the time we get to Saturday afternoon, here we are by 12:15. Notice how we begin to clear it right on out. Temperatures will cool down behind the front as well. 70s on Saturday. Sunday, only 69 degrees for the high. Starting off with the sunshine next week at 71.
Right now, police are searching for the person who shot and killed a young man who just welcomed his first son into the world.
This Saturday, a funeral will be held for 19-year-old Calvin McDowell. He was found shot to death last Thursday in the front yard of a home on Woodland Avenue in southeast Atlanta. His girlfriend tells us McDowell was setting his sights on a rap career and raising their 8-month-old baby, and he was very happy to be in the child's life.
He didn't even get a chance to be a father for real. He was just taking off in his career.
Atlanta police have not said what led up to the shooting, but Shay tells 11 Alive it was a case of Calvin being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Today, Metro Atlanta begins to celebrate the life of civil rights activist Carolyn Banks, who was the first ever black woman to serve on the Atlanta City Council. Just hours from now, a viewing will take place starting at 10 at the Murray Brothers Funeral Home, and the public, they can also pay their respects until 5. Another viewing will be held tomorrow at 10, Catholic Mass following at 11. Mass will be at St. Paul of the Cross Catholic Church. New this morning, a brand new AP poll shows voters are concerned with the investigation surrounding former President Trump right here in Georgia. That poll shows nearly half of those surveyed believe he may have broken the law. Right now, Fulton County grand jury is recommending indictments for multiple unnamed people after an 8-month probe into potential election interference in Georgia. Now, in a phone call between Trump and Georgia's Secretary of State, Trump can be heard asking Brad Raffensperger to find thousands of votes. Around 4 out of 10 people surveyed believe he broke the law in New York, where he has already been indicted.
New details this morning. We are learning more about the state's university system's budget cuts and how it could impact schools, students, and staff. The $66 million cut will have a smaller impact on the bigger schools like Georgia Tech or the University of Georgia, but it carries more weight for schools like Kennesaw State and Georgia Gwinnett College. Half of the 26 schools in the system would see 6-figure cuts. So far, no specifics on a possible hike have been released, but there will be a meeting next month where the university systems board could talk about a tuition increase. Coming up this morning on the Today Show series, what works, how a new class at colleges all around the country, including here in Georgia, is working to help students cope with mental health issues early before anything reaches a crisis point.
Young people all around the country have shared with us that they're missing 2 things in their lives: meaningful connections and resilience skills to power through the regular challenges that we all experience every day.
To find out more, stick around after 11 Alive Morning News to watch the Today Show.
Well, you're looking at temperatures by noon right around 78 degrees. It's going to be a very nice one out there, folks. You want to take advantage of the day if you can, but if you suffer from respiratory issues, limit your time outside, especially during the afternoon. Going to reach a high of about 85 degrees. I think the warmest of the week so far. The record is 88. Don't think we'll get that high at all. 6 p.m. We'll be looking at temperatures right around 82 degrees. We'll have fair skies, maybe a few high thin clouds. That'll be it, but nice and dry for the rest of the day. Tomorrow, changes come. A few more clouds will work into the area, and then the rain comes by Saturday morning.
Hey guys, it's Friday Eve. I hope you guys, yeah.
And it's payday tomorrow.
Right. Maybe that's why I feel so good.
Maybe.
That's exactly what it is.
Or you got a fresh dew and you're ready to sport that thing outside in the
Maybe
sunshine.
because I got my hair combed. I got
Lord
my
knows
hair
you needed
combed.
it.
Thank you. Thanks for
Today's show
watching.
is next.